Let me tell you something, right? I know that for a fact a lot of things are going on in the world, but one of the biggest things that's actually hitting the world that we do not even know that is about to become a pandemic is this gender wars between men and women. And I would like to relate this to one of the top movies being discussed right now in Nigeria. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking movie reviews. I know this is a different setting. I just really had to give you this because it's already like the Easter break and you probably would need one or two movies to watch, and I'll be giving you two of the movies that have caused a lot of conversation right now. The first one will be a Lagos love story. Now this movie was released on Netflix and it has caused different reactions. I have seen it and I have things to say about it. But I would say that for those who have not seen it, it's more about a feel-good kind of love movie. I will also say that it's a combination of Nollywood and Bollywood and K-drama, because there was a part where people were falling on each other and I was like, ah. So majorly, this movie is about two people. There's Kettle, who is like an artist, a popular one at that, and there's a lady called Promise who was meant to keep this guy in order. One thing leads to the other, they fall in love, the end. But I would say that people have been reacting to this movie because they're like, I don't understand. Like, is it in this Lagos that this kind of storyline will come up? So we have some people who are saying they do not believe that this is the best that can come out from when it comes to a Lagos love story. While we have people who are saying that, see, they have watched this movie the first time, the second time, the third time, and they can still see themselves doing While we have some people who love the movie, we have other people saying, I don't know what just happened right now.
Are you fucking yeah me, dog? I ain't doing that, nigga.
This movie has a theme of love. It has a theme of betrayal when it comes to, people who are using other people. Because we have the sister, like Promise's sister, whose name is Favor. She was betrayed by somebody who was trying to help her to gain entry into the fashion industry. But lo and behold, this person comes and stabs at the back and says, you know what, I want to take over your business. I want 80%, you can take 20. So if you have seen the movie A Lagos Love Story, please tell me, what do you think about it in the comment section? Now, moving over to this next movie that I think if you haven't seen, you should see. It's called Finding Me. Listen to me. When I tell you that it took me 3 days to finish this movie, believe me. The reason it took me 3 days was not because the storyline of this movie, Finding Me by Funke Akindele, wasn't good. It was that deep that I would have to pause the movie, go to sleep, think about it, and come back again. Now, this is majorly about the societal pressure of getting married, and then when you also get married and probably there's no fulfillment in the marriage, the pressure of having to stay in that marriage. So the conversation is about this lady who is married to this guy who obviously does not love her, but loves her money, loves the fact that she's from an influential home, and then uses that to get money, extorts from her, makes her feel bad, makes her, second guess herself when it comes to how she looks, her body and everything. And I kept on telling myself, like, how is it that a man can really do this? But I would say that one of the things I really loved about this movie, guys, is not that it didn't show that men are capable of wickedness alone. This same movie also showed another party. That's another guy, his name is Anthony, who was dating somebody who was extorting from him. Honestly, when I was watching it again, I was just shouting, more. Like, it got to a point where this lady knew that her marriage was wrong for her, but she still kept on standing by her husband, saying, no, he's the man for me, he loves me, we're working through it, to the extent that, she wanted to push another man's pregnancy on the husband just to make their marriage work, only to find out that her husband had lied to her with his friend to show that she was barren. And this story has different things in it, from betrayal to lust, to self-discovery. The name Finding Me was really portrayed in the movie because at the end of the day, the lady in question had to find herself. I would say that the reaction of this movie that I have seen on social media so far has been varying. Now, on one hand, we have people say, okay, finally, thank God that this is a movie, like I said before, that balances both sexes, saying that, or showing that both man and woman are capable of wickedness, like inherent wickedness. But we also had people who sadly could relate, both on the part where we had a man who was being scammed by his girlfriend on the name of her mom was sick, And then we also had women who came out to say how they've been married to narcissists, and then they shared their own experiences and how they've been able to come out of it. But one thing I love about the movie, to be honest, is the fact that at the end of the day, love still did conquer it all, because the woman finds her happily ever after, even though she almost lost her life and that of her unborn child. But you know one thing I would like to see? In as much as, because I was having a conversation with my elder sister about this, in as much as we've had, if you go on social media, you see a lot of bad stories, a lot of stories about the red flags. In fact, you have lesser green flags and more of red flags conversation, right? In as much as we have that, I hope to see more of green flags, stories that people, where marriages are actually excelling, where relationships are actually working, because it feels like getting into a relationship or a marriage now is scary for some people, right? But I would like to see movies also that portray that. Like, that's the reason we had things like Odogu Parara become so celebrated, not because it's portrays only love, but it shows that love actually does exist, and then a man and woman can decide to be together and then work together through it. However, guys, coming back to the conversation, right? We have 2 movies for you right now. So in case you are thinking of what to watch this long holiday, this long Easter holiday, you have it right there: A Lagos Love Story and Finding Me, which is on Prime Videos, beg your pardon. I'd like to know what you think about both The Lagos Love Story and Finding Me in the comment section, and let me know if there's any of them that you can actually relate to down there in the comment section. Till next time, I got you more right here on my channel. Do remember to enjoy every moment. Mwah. Bye.